Thank you, sweetie.
Dad, look! That man in the hoodie looks really suspicious.
Good eye, Dazzle. I'll handle this. Hey! Hey!
You're my hero, Dad!
Sir, you need to come with us.
Officer, this is a mistake. I didn't do anything.
Dad, no! He's innocent!
Step back.
Cat's cat bending.
These tracks are too fresh. I need backup at the rear of the store. Suspect is a Caucasian male, mid-20s, wearing a dark hoodie. Hi, I'm Dazzle, from California. Let me take you back to the beginning of a story that completely changed my life. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community. You won't want to miss what happens next. My parents were once a happy couple. Dad treated Mom like a queen, and they planned to live their lives just for each other. But when Mom saw her friends having children, jealousy took over. She insisted on having a baby, and that baby was me. Dad adored me from the very first moment and adjusted beautifully to fatherhood. Mom, however, couldn't handle sharing his attention. Darling, my little finger hurts. I need a massage right now. Oh, sorry, dear. Just hold on. Let Dazzle finish this bottle. No, I want it now. To Mom, I wasn't her daughter. I was a rival, a competitor for Dad's love. She refused to make any sacrifices for me. One day, when I was just 3 years old, Mom insisted on going to a rooftop party. She had no choice but to take me along. When the party ended, she simply walked away and forgot I was still there. Just one look over the edge of that rooftop left me shaking and crying in terror. Dad burst in at the last second and saved me. Daddy, help! My angel, I'm so sorry. Daddy's here now. But it wasn't okay. That terrifying moment planted a deep fear of heights inside me, acrophobia. I stopped letting Dad lift me up or carry me on his shoulders. I refused to even look out from our bedroom balcony. Dad covered the balcony with paper, but eventually I begged him to move my things downstairs. Mom showed zero remorse. Her indifference made Dad furious. Is it just me, or do you really not care that our daughter is now terrified of heights because of your carelessness? Oh, let me be. I only left her there for an hour. She's just sulking. Ignore her and the trauma will stop. You can't bring a child into this world and then refuse to be responsible for her. That was the breaking point. Dad had finally had enough. The next morning, Mom packed her bags and left us. I was devastated, feeling like my own mother had abandoned me because of me. But Dad made sure I never had time to drown in sadness. After school, he would take me to the bank where he worked as a security guard. We'd stay there until closing time. I loved being around people, and that's when I discovered something special about myself. I had an incredibly sharp eye for noticing things that were out of place. Why is there mud on his shoe? Did he step in mud? Yeah, I guess he did. There's something stuck between your teeth. Are you eating on duty? Soon, Dad's coworkers started calling me Eagle Eye. Dad didn't find it funny at first. It embarrassed him. But then something happened that made him fully embrace my gift. I was 10 years old, sitting in the bank as usual, when I noticed a man wearing an unusually heavy jacket on a scorching hot day. Good morning, sir. Are you sick? Why are you wearing such a heavy jacket? My innocent question caught Dad's attention. He acted immediately and caught the man before he could escape. It turned out the stranger was scouting the bank for a future robbery. The bank was so impressed, they promoted Dad to chief of security. It was the happiest I had seen him since Mom left. He even threw a big celebration party. I'm telling you, it was all thanks to my daughter's eagle eye. I'm so proud of her. Well then, this daughter of yours should become a detective. She'd be perfect for it. And ladies and gentlemen, that was the exact moment my dream of becoming a crime scene detective was born. If you've ever discovered a hidden talent that changed your path, drop a comment below and share your story with us. Years passed, and by the time I turned 15, hanging out with Dad's office after school started feeling boring. Hey, sweet cheeks, remember to pack double lunch when you come over after school. Dad, can I just come straight home sometimes or hang out with my friends? I feel like I'm turning into part of the furniture. It was clear Dad was disappointed, but he loved me enough to let me grow. I focused on my studies, graduated high school at 16 with excellent grades, and was ready to join the police academy. Then, one hot night, everything changed. I woke up thirsty and headed to the kitchen for water. On my way, I heard strange shuffling sounds upstairs. Dad? No answer. My instincts went on high alert. I rushed upstairs and saw a dark figure dash into my old room. Hey, thief, stop! I almost caught him, but he sprinted out through the balcony. The moment I stepped onto it, my old fear of heights hit me hard. I nearly lost my balance, but Dad was right there to catch me. Dazzle, what's going on? I saw someone. He jumped through here. Before I could finish, police sirens filled the air. When the officers arrived, instead of searching for the intruder, they started searching our house. We have a tip-off that you were part of the gang that just robbed the same bank you work at. What? That's crazy. Dad would never... Before I could finish, an officer emerged holding a crumpled black boot suit and mask. I found this. It matches the uniform the robbers used. The moment I saw that clothing and mask, I knew the intruder had planted it. But the police wouldn't listen. They didn't believe us, even after Dad showed them the torn balcony screen. Just like that, the only person who had ever truly loved and cared for me was taken away and locked up. To make the nightmare worse, I was told I had to move in with my mother. A few days later, a social services agent made sure I had no choice. On my way out of our house, I spotted an unfamiliar button on the floor. Dad didn't own any clothes with that kind of button. That's when it hit me. The button must have come from the intruder's jacket. If I could trace it, I could prove who framed my dad. Like this video if you can relate to that heart-dropping moment when everything changes, and share it with a friend who loves suspenseful, true story-style content. When I arrived at Mom's place, she didn't even try to hide her displeasure. Hello, Mom. Hello, the creature that escaped my womb. Trust me, the feeling is mutual. I wanted to leave as soon as possible, but Mom coldly reminded me that Dad would be spending many years in jail as a heinous thief. He's innocent. What proof do you have? Something in the way she asked that question made me freeze. It felt like if I told her what I knew, she would destroy every piece of evidence. Out of nowhere, a small bubbly ball flew across the room and stuck to Mom's hand, instantly crystallizing it like something out of a sci-fi movie. I stood there stunned. Before I could process what I'd seen, a girl my age rushed in. I'm sorry, Ma, it just flew out of my hand. You useless brat with your useless experiments. You think you're some kind of Isaac Newton? You will never be. Hey, she already apologized. No need for harsh words. Oh, shut it. I can't believe I'm stuck with two silly girls. Mom stormed off without even showing me my room or offering me food. Sorry about that. My experiments tend to get everywhere. Wow, did you make that gum stuff? I can already imagine the police using it to catch criminals on the run. That's phenomenal. You really think so? Thanks. I'm Sam, by the way. You must be Dazzle. Come on, we're sharing my room. Sam was Mom's stepdaughter. Her own father had passed away years earlier. She was a complete science genius. Her room was filled with incredible inventions. We became instant friends. Whenever Mom treated us cruelly, we would sneak away and laugh about it together. It drove Mom crazy to see us acting like real sisters and actually being happy, so she tried to bury us in endless chores. But one day, while cleaning Mom's room, I noticed clothes sticking out of her closet. When I went to tidy them, an icy chill ran down my spine. It was a jacket with the exact same unique buttons I had found at our house. Sam, come here. Is this jacket Mom's? No, it belongs to her boyfriend, Luke. He was here a few months ago. A few months ago? On a Wednesday night? The pieces clicked together instantly. Mom and her boyfriend had planned the whole thing to frame Dad and get him out of the picture. That night, I told Sam everything. So, you think your mom and her boyfriend worked together to put your dad in jail? Yes, Sam, please. I need your help to gather more evidence, but Mom must never know. Okay, where do we start? First, Sam used her tech skills to tap into Mom's phone so we could listen to all her calls. Days passed with no breakthrough. Phone calls aren't working. I'm going to start following her physically. You mean we are. I'm coming with you. That evening, when Mom said she was going on a date, Sam and I pretended to go to bed, then slipped out the back door and into her car. We followed her to a fancy restaurant. After 20 minutes, we realized we needed disguises. We quickly bought clothes from a nearby thrift shop and entered the restaurant dressed as a couple. We managed to sit right next to them. I quietly started recording. No, I will take 60%. I put my daughter's father in jail, and now I have the burden of caring for her, so I deserve more. I was the one who took the risk of sneaking into their house. I almost broke my leg. Our hearts stopped when a waitress headed toward our table. We had no money left after buying the disguises. We quickly hid under the table. When we finally came out, Mom and her boyfriend had vanished. We rushed outside but couldn't find them. That's when real fear hit me. If Mom had realized it was us, how far would she go to silence us? I think it's time we call the police. I need better network. I stepped away briefly to make the call. When I returned, Sam was gone. All that remained was a note on the ground. "Look up, dear Dazzle." My heart nearly stopped. There, on the rooftop, Mom and her boyfriend were holding Sam hostage. "Mom, what do you think you're doing?" "You thought you could fool me? Now listen, smash your phone to pieces and leave, or else." It was an impossible choice. I pretended to obey, but instead circled back. I couldn't leave Sam behind. Even though the thought made me sick, I forced myself up to that rooftop, facing my greatest fear. "Look at you, Sam. Nothing in this world will make your little friend come here. You'll always be a loner. Here's to messing with me." I arrived just in time. "Awesome invention, Sam. Just awesome." "Dazzle, how did you—" "Mom, I just have one question. Why?" "Because your father dared to put me in second place. I can't forgive that. You're the one who packed up and left. Why did you even have me if you weren't ready to be a mother?" The police arrived moments later. The evidence, the buttons, Mom's history with Dad, and the situation we were found in was more than enough to put her behind bars for a very long time. Our story went viral. The police academy I had applied to sent me an acceptance letter with a full scholarship. The government bought Sam's incredible sticky ball invention. Dad was immediately released with heavy compensation, and he happily adopted Sam. Looking back at everything Mom did, I made myself a promise. I will never do big things in life just because others are doing them. Going to college, getting married, having children, these are serious decisions. Everyone's clock ticks differently. You need to be fully ready and completely sure. What do you think will happen next in a story like this? Or have you ever faced a moment where you had to conquer your biggest fear? Leave your thoughts and predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss future stories. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.